welcome everyone. It's time for us to finally play Frostpunk 2. Yes, it has now actually released, having its date been pushed forward a bit, and yeah, now it's time to get our frozen mitts on this one and try it out. And I've been looking forward to this ever since it was indeed announced. Very fun that Frostpunk does get a sequel. Now, I will put a disclaimer here, which is that I might be unreasonably excited for this, based on the fact that Frostpunk, while I like it, wasn't really what I thought it would be. There's basically two things that it wasn't when I thought it would be, or rather, it was one thing that I didn't think it would be, which was that it was a campaign game, or a scenario game, so to speak, which is that you start off your little settlement, you do all the things that you're supposed to do, and then it's the end. You're done. Good job. Now do it again. Which is not really what I wanted, I think, from the game. Scenario-based games have never really been my cup of tea, but I've grown a bit accustomed to it, I suppose, but it's still not exactly my favorite, so to speak. But for Frostpunk 2, I'm going to make an exception, because I think that this is still going to be exactly that. Like, we're going to be playing a story, basically, and I'm okay with that. The other thing that Frostpunk wasn't that I thought it would be was a little bit more social. That is to say, your settlers, or survivalists, there we go, that they would be, you know, more part of the story, if you know what I mean. And they kind of do that a little bit, like everyone has a name, they have a place they live, they have a place they work, etc, etc. They get to say some stuff sometimes, which is cool. But other than that, it's very, like, disconnected from the actual game. And what I mean by that is, let's for example say that you have one of the events that involves some people. You never know who until after you have decided what the event is. Like, why doesn't that happen? And I don't think there's any, like, connection between people. Like, surely some people are in a family, but that doesn't really come up. So, yeah, and also the fact that there are not that many events. There should probably have been more events for me to have liked it. I definitely remember them saying that, oh, you're gonna make some tough choices here, and I think that they refer to the Book of Laws, and it's like, not that difficult or tough, it's just you click a button, that's it. There were never really any emotions behind it, if you know, or if you would. So I think that I was a little bit, not disappointed, it just didn't exactly, or it wasn't exactly what I expected. But Frostpunk 2 seems interesting, so that's why we're gonna play it. Now, we are gonna go into the menu, we're gonna go for the story, which is what I wanna play at. And, right, I know nothing about this game, not seen anyone play it, I haven't played, I think there was a demo, was there a demo? There might have been a demo, I never played it, haven't looked at anyone play it, so I don't know exactly what we're doing, but I can see that, yes, we have a prologue. They came upon the old machine as they always do, and when the whiteout hits, they must survive. Okay, so I know that we're supposed to be, like, handling a larger number of citizens, and it's going to be more districts than, like, let's say, individual buildings. But it looks like we're going to be surviving at least a little bit in the beginning, in the prologue. But then I can also see, okay, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 banners, or whatever you want to call it, but there's also some arrows over here. Do we go even further then? Interesting. So yes, indeed, new story is what we're going to be playing, and I've been in here and had a bit of a look, because I want to know, you know, what I get myself into. So we have 4 different settings: citizens, officers, steward, captain. For those of you who saw the little intro bit, you know what I have been going, or rather what we're going to go for. But let me explain. So we're going to be playing the prologue, The Wanderers. In 1887, the world froze to death, civilization crumbled, the failing British Empire built generators to support cities of evacuees, cities that would become the last on Earth. Whether huddled by a generator or out in the open frostland, those that survived were shaped by the ordeal. 30 years later, all became very different people. So we have 4 different difficulties, and what it says here is modern challenge by the margin of error for room to correct mistakes. Cool. If we go to officer, a challenging endeavor, still with the margin of error, but otherwise demanding focus and planning. And then steward and captain, obviously, there's almost no room for error over here. So I thought to myself, okay, maybe I should just go for citizen. That was the first iteration of the intro screen there. But then I thought to myself, okay, I just came out of a Frostpunk playthrough, the first one. That's number one, and I think this came up the first time I was in, like, a small information about, like, what should you do, which is that the game kind of thinks that you should probably just go for Citizen to begin with, to learn the ropes, then go to Officer. The way I see it is that, okay, what they said was, if you're an experienced Frostpunk player, to which I say, well, is this anything like Frostpunk? And I don't think it is, so I don't understand exactly how much having played Frostpunk actually does for this playthrough. So I think that we're going to be playing on Officer. Now, another disclaimer, which is that the way that I usually play these games and learn them is by, you know, trial and error. I start a game, I play until I hit a snag, I learn from that, start over, and then we try it again. Kind of like what I did in my Frostpunk series that we extended. On this occasion, that might happen. I'm gonna very much try to avoid it, and the way I'm gonna avoid it is by playing damn slow, so just be ready for that. It's not gonna be a quick playthrough, this. It's very much not gonna be a quick playthrough. I'm gonna be taking my time, reading through the UI, looking what we're needing, trying to reason out what it is that we're doing and why and how, etc, etc. So yeah, don't expect this to be fast. So yeah, we're going to be playing an Officer. There might be restarts. I very much hope I can avoid it, but it might very well happen. Alright then, I think that is about it. Story mode on Officer, difficulty, I think that is absolutely fine as a first thing. There will probably be DLCs for this game, so you will probably see this more times on the channel in the future. I very much anticipate that. But for now, we're going to start off our first game ever of Frostpunk 2, and I am super excited to see just how this game plays.
Can you hear us? Captain!
Do you hear us?
A generation ago, we fled the crumbling British Empire as the world froze around us. I held New London together. United, we survived 30 years of whiteouts. But the world around us is dead. Empty.
Ripe for taking. The city grows.
Vestas.
Merely surviving is not enough. We have to expand. After all, it's us who survived the end of the world. It's us who survived.
Yes. Now what?
Well, that was pretty damn haunting, wasn't it? Interesting introduction, I gotta say, because, man, they're painting it out to be horrible in some ways. I like it, though. So, right, the Wanderers, the prologue. We've been roaming the frozen desert for years. Many of us do not remember a world before the Great Frost. Now another whiteout is coming, and again we've reached the old machine. Again, we will rely on its furnace to provide heat through the storm. In the past, we've always made sure there were enough supplies for the next whiteout, but our numbers have grown through the years. Providing for everyone is getting harder and harder. Yes, as I've understood it, we're not going to be playing around in citizens in the hundreds. It's now in the thousands. Maybe not immediately, potentially, but at least later on. So that is interesting. So we're going for a storm, or a whiteout as it says. So, alright, we'll see how that works. And there we go. Lovely. Alright, a little pan in there on the map. Looks pretty damn good. So fight the cold. The old dreadnought remains in pieces under layers of snow, but the scattered wagons still have resources inside. First, we must break ice to reach one of the oil wagons and construct an extraction district to use it. Then we can turn on the dreadnought's furnace to heat us. We will restart the furnace. And we're pausing. There we go. First pause of the game. Right, let's have a look. So we're looking at... Oh, well, that is the same symbol as before, isn't it? I like it. So, right, whiteout arriving in 1 week. Okay, interesting. Frost break to an oil wagon. I would assume that this is... Oh, brother here. No, that's a dreadnought wreck. So this basically functions as the generator. It even sort of has a generator on it. So we have an oil wagon, we have construction wagon. So what are the resources? Oh, right, we immediately start with a 3,000 sized population. What the hell are those? Where the hell are they? Because they are not here. There's not 3,000 people here. All right, then, I guess they'll show up eventually. And then we have a workforce of 1,950, which means that 1,050 of the people are simply not that. And there is a tutorial here for that. We can press T for tutorials. I like that. So population is rising steadily. So we're, again, very different from the first game, because obviously in the first game, no babies, no like increase in population, but here it is actually increasing. As soon as the population meaningfully increases, the city will prepare a census to count how many new workers we have available. The better the overall situation in the city, the more children live to adulthood, and the more outsiders seek to gain entry. Interesting. Then obviously the workforce, 65% of the population, and then I would assume that those are people that cannot work, as in literally cannot work, not on this occasion 1,050 people are potentially workers, maybe. We have scraps, right? So not steel or wood, but scraps. And then prefabs, okay. Right click for more information. Absolutely small, oh, bloody hell. Small objects, either of sentimental or material value, used for barter and as a means of exchange. Okay, so money-ish? With more people, barter becomes more frequent, and thus scraps become more common. And we are currently making 21 a week. Okay, we'll see if that's a lot or not. Prefabs, prefabricated building components, can be assembled at the construction site into larger structures, like buildings, hubs, or districts. And prefabs can be extracted from ruins and other abandoned deposits, or created from materials in industrial districts. So we're already up to, I suppose, 3, look here, yeah, districts. We have a housing district. So what does that say then? 100 workforce, 140 prefab, 60 scraps. What do you mean? Wait, construction 100 workforce, then the requirements 100 workforce. I don't think we spend 100 work. Okay, I don't understand that really. 40 heat. We'll get to that, I suppose. 15 shelter, not much. Then we have a food district. Okay, 30 heat, 20 materials. Okay, so the demand is materials. Where do we get materials from? I don't know. Then the extraction, heat materials. Right, wait. 45 food, 80 food. Gross and fertile soil progressive. So what's the difference between 45 and 80? There are some questions already. I suppose we'll get to it. And this is the extraction. Extract resources from deposits. The double resource extractor does the underlying deposit. Are you a thing that we do that with? So now that we're in this, oh, we can see things, okay. So we have indeed prefabs, we have oil, so we're not burning coal now, we're burning oil apparently. Then we have fertile soil over here, we have, that is a main, oh, that's okay, that's materials over there. So we kind of want to get over here, I suppose. But yeah, is this going to be the map? Or do we get like a different map later on? Because I don't think I like the idea of us having like a new map for every one of those banners. That doesn't seem like what I want. But I suppose we'll find out about that too. But alright then, that's about that. Then we have hubs. Okay, food stockpile hub. Okay, so it's basically the resource thingamabob. 15k stockpile capacity. Food is increased. Proximity workforce. Wait, stockpile capacity for food. Food is increased. Proximity workforce. Demand in neighboring food districts is decreased. It's a lot of stuff there. Okay, we'll chill with that. Then we have frost breaking. Okay, so 300 workforce, 30 scraps. Team of workers with heavy equipment breaking ice and preparing ground so that the camp can be expanded. And that is what you want me to do. You want me to break frost break to an oil wagon and do a extraction district. Now, as for districts, how does that work? Well, suppose, okay, select 6 tiles, okay. You know what, let's start where we're supposed to start. Again, as I said, this is going to be slow. Also, by the way, what do we have here? Cold miner is where we are right now. Are these all, like, consistent things? I suppose we might not be seeing everything. So, coal miner needs extremely increased by heat scarcity and shelter scarcity. Sure. The sea is significantly increased by cold. And we can also again right click. So high cold increases disease, decreases population, make people freeze to death. A cold problem rises when demand for heat and shelter is unfulfilled. So that's sort of where we are right now. Obviously, we don't have any heating at all. Disease gradually increase the number of people absent from work due to being sick. Disease is increased by cold problems. So very much like Frostpunk, number 1. And hunger. Hunger gradually increases disease. So basically, yeah, cold and hunger it goes into disease. Cool. Squalor. Squalor gradually increases disease and reduces population growth. It also gradually damages district, ultimately causing them to stop working until they're repaired. Squalor rises when there is not enough materials to satisfy the demand of the maintenance of the city. Oh, so we have like an overall maintenance. Then we have shelter and food. So right now, right, if we go back to, we're gonna get to it, don't worry. So housing was 15 shelter, we're gonna need 3 of those, at least. But some are fulfilled, I don't, oh right, some people are living in the wreck, I gotcha. But since this gives me 15, that's only 30 for 2, so we definitely need 3 of those. And of course, food, we have a minimum, can it be that it's 45 if we don't have the fertile soil? Or do we have to have fertile soil? So this, it is unfulfilled 60, so if it's like what I thought, maybe we can get to that one, because that's the closest one, right? Yes. And I would assume, yes, indeed, these, but how does this work? So, alright, get to the actual, man, we're like 10 minutes into this thing and haven't even done anything. So, we are gonna break some stuff. How do I break it? No, I want to break. Okay. Also, Wanderers is a community. How do I... Okay. Why am I not... Yes. Frost break. Oh! Ah, right, I don't need to... Oh, okay. I didn't need to click it. Right, so we can... Ah, it's like areas. Okay, I was saying it's like these individual little pieces, but no, it's not. So we want to go down here. We want to open that up. Do we need to circle it? I'm gonna assume no, but we're gonna have it... No, I'm gonna assume we're only going for this one. But... it feels like I need to do 8. Now, doesn't that mean that we kind of want to go for this? Because it doesn't feel like I can get over here, like crossing this thing. So if we go like... Oh, bloody hell. I didn't need to click there, but let's say yes. Because then we might be able to get down there. Okay, let's try that. And we click button. So now people are going to start working on that. So, alright, and let's start... Oh! It said 1 week, now it's 88 weeks. Okay, so how fast does time move? Quite quick. Alright, quite quick. Days are going by super speedily, but look at this. Oh, this is cool. Keep those giant machines going about. I don't know where they come from, because they weren't here before. They're here now. Yeah, sort of materializes from thin air. Love it. Okay, we can speed things up a little bit, because I literally cannot do anything right now. Alright, so that took basically 2 weeks then. 2 weeks to do that. Gotcha. Something popped up there. I don't know what it is. So, Frostbreak oil wagon. We've done that. So now we need to do an extraction district. We click there. Okay. Maybe I would have wanted to be over here now that I think about it, because now we're going to be extending it. Okay. Might have done my first mistake, but we'll see. Let's do that. And that's another district. Now, if I wanted to do a... But here's the thing. Yeah. Housing requires heat. We're going to get housing. Or rather heat. So... If we do... Why don't we just start this like immediately? So some heat because we're close to the generator, but then we're going to get the generator on as well. Is this a stupid idea? Let's click the button. What's the worst that can happen? What's the worst that can happen? I also like that when you unpause, it gets darker, but when you pause, it's lighter. Isn't that like the opposite of what's happening in Frostpunk 1? I don't know. Also, by the way, we have our lovely thing here. Same icons as before. It gets colder, it gets warmer, etc, etc. I see that I can press T for tutorials. We'll see if I get there. I now notice the materials over here. Yes, we don't have any. We need to get to over here. But can we sort of fix this thing? That would be nice. We can like build a bridge. Because going all the way around here doesn't seem like a smart idea. And also, yeah. What's up with this? Pause the game again. Communities. Yes, what's up with communities? Yeah, see, there's a lot of stuff that I can look at here. So people of your city form communities, groups of people united by a common outlook and background. You can view any of your communities by clicking on their image at the bottom of the screen. Under each community description is a list of actions you can perform with that community. Those actions can greatly improve your city's situation, but they can also change your relations with that community, for better or worse. Yeah, this is one of the things that I think that this game is going to be a lot about. Right now we have one community, so whatever I do will only affect this community. But as we progress, I think that we might be getting more and more and more, and ultimately I assume that interacting with one community might impact another, which means that having everyone be happy might be a real difficulty, and you kind of have to make choices. I have no idea. I'm just assuming based on the fact of what this game is. So, yeah, under community name, you can find information regarding your relation with a chosen community. Your relations with each community will impact your overall trust. Okay, so trust is going to be something later. So, 3,000 wanderers. We've roamed the cold, harsh world for many years. May the black path lead us. May we tread on the promised land. And then we have Titan belts. The wanderers will ration their food to save more for the whiteout, intentionally going hungry so there's more for later. So hunger is increased, increasing disease, but food demand per capita is decreased. We'll see if that becomes a thing we need to do. We can take scraps from them. Those not working should donate to receive scraps, and that will significantly worsen our relations with them. And with trust, I can return scraps if I had any. Gotcha, gotcha. So we have some actions there. Now, yeah, I'm not 100% fine with this location here. I very much would have wanted it to be over here instead, but whatever. Cold, you say? I think that we understand cold, yeah. This is basically like Frostpunk, yes. So this is also... I wish we could zoom in more. Where's my zoom in button? Oh, come on, 11-bit. Give me my zoom in. This is not enough. We'll be looking at that thing. Okay, let's speed up time a little bit. Seem to be building these more or less the same. Oh, now apparently this has become a little bit problematic. Minor and growing. Gotcha. So we need to be aware of that. There we go. Let's pause a bit. Shelter, sure. The population needs shelter to survive. If not provided, cold will aggressively rise in the city. Shelter is mainly provided by housing districts, but remember, as other types of districts, it needs heat. If the heat demand in the city is not fulfilled, cold will rise but at a lower rate compared to a lack of shelter. Sure. So let's see where we are right now. What are you doing? Oil. As the thick black liquid oozes through the pipes, our people rejoice. The carcass of this old machine is a testament to the hardships that made us. But more importantly, it's our haven in the storm. It has allowed us to weather many whiteouts, and it will do so again. We have oil, we can turn on the furnace. Select the Dreadnought rack to access the furnace control. Once turned on, the Dreadnought's furnace will automatically convert oil into heat. Now, it seems as, and now we are negative on materials, which is not good. So we're gonna need to go for materials at some point. Now, what did we say about materials? Open that. So materials are used to maintain districts, buildings, and machines within them. They can also be used to manufacture prefabs and goods. Goods is a thing as well. A shortage of materials to fulfill demand will greatly contribute to squalor. Yeah, gotcha. You can extract materials from frozen forest deposits or iron vein deposits, depending on the type of deposit, etc. Were we supposed to be able to make materials? I thought we were able to make it, but maybe not. Okay, so now also hunger is growing. I gotcha. Chill out. So, what I was about to say is that, okay, one thing that's obviously different is, I mean, we're already in week 7 here. So those took a little bit longer than the extraction district. Or no, sorry, a bit longer than the old Frostbreak thing. Now, we don't have day and night. So does that mean that this just works? Like, it just works. We don't have to think about time of day. We can, but there is, okay, there is shifts. The wonders will work deep into the night, but like, okay, so that's basically its efficiency, at which we are at 100 right now, so I don't think we need to do that. 119 weeks for oil here, which is obviously very nice. We require 150 workforce, the output is 60, but we do want some materials. Now, go over here, and that is, alright, that is counting as a district, we kind of knew that. So affecting other districts, heat demand, yeah, we saw that. And affecting this district, how does that work? Okay. Pay attention to where you construct districts, as area effects might give them additional positive or negative effects. Yeah. I like that they actually built the district exactly how I did. Good. Yeah, the extraction district might not have been so good to keep it close to the housing. Air effects are caused by environmental circumstances, the natural layout of the land or surface on which a district is constructed, or by proximity to other districts. Air effects are applied when at least 3 district tiles are located within it. Area effects are applied when at least 3 district tiles are located within it. What do you mean within it? Within what? Aren't all districts at least 3 tiles then? Okay, while constructing any district, a tooltip will indicate whether your current build has any area effects applied. Good. 1 dot represents 1 tile under its influence. When all dots are filled, the effect will be applied to the district. So, for example, it's beneficial to place housing districts near other housing districts. Cool. To benefit from mutual heating. That sounds smart. So, right, but we can also go to the generator part of this and turn it on. Now, it's output in 60 heat. Cool. And it is, okay, stuff happening. Provide basic infrastructure. Furnace is on. We have enough oil to cover current needs. But the cold will still affect our people until they have proper shelter. Housing will best protect us from the cold if built in close proximity to other housing or the furnace itself. However, we'll need prefabricated parts for construction. We brought some with us, the rest we need to extract from the wagon wreckages. Cool. Let's pause again. So go back to this and check. So currently, fuel mix shows what type of fuels are currently used in the generator. So there might be other than oil. And how much heat. Generator uses as much available fuel as is needed to fulfill the heat demand in the city. So does that mean that it is indeed currently using 30? Yes, we have a positive of 30. Cool. There is an overdrive, should we need it, but I don't think we need to right now. 2 housing districts is not going to be enough, but sure, if you say so. So Frostbreak to construct the construction wagon. That's fair. So we can use Frostbreak as long as we have 30 scraps we can frost break, but not, we can't start here. We need to start, indeed, where we are, so to speak. Now, before we do that, let me see if I can do another housing district here. 1, 2, 3, and we can't go here? Why can't I, wait, okay, hold on, no, go away. So what if I do it here? I'm not, oh yeah, that is not good. I think that slightly darker thing is, yeah, the effect of the, okay, near housing district. Okay, fair enough. Right, should not have built there then, but that's fine, we can build over here. You know what, screw it, we're gonna build here. So there we go. First mistake of the run was that, so let's not think too much about it. We're gonna break down here, and on this occasion, we're gonna make sure that we have space. We don't have anything else here, but what we do have, 6, 7, what? Alright, 7, 8, yeah. Or we can just not do that one, and do that. So now we have access to this one, should we need it. Yep, that's fine. Confirm that, good. But now the question is, how the hell do we, like, if not that, food district, we can't just do a food district here, can we? No, we can't. We literally cannot do a food district here. Grows in fertile soil and prepares for consumption. Okay, fair enough. So we kind of need to keep on doing this, huh? It feels like, right? Because we need food, right? So 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we can get down to that one. Not too bad. Then we should really open up that too. So you know what? Yeah, we'll do that. Bunch of frost breaking going on. Utilizing the workforce, etc., etc. But yeah, 2,000 districts is not going to be enough a game. We're going to need more than that. So ideally, I should probably just do, but I mean, it's not that, it's 30 scraps. So, not you, the extraction. Yeah, that's prefabs. Oh, that, oh, the extraction, rather, the, right, no, sorry, materials, yes, if it is materials. I was like, oh, do you actually do materials? No, but only if it's actually, you know, a material place. So, right, don't click that one, click extraction for this guy, and you can come out here. That is important. That is important. So how does this all look? I mean, yeah, why can't I zoom in more? If there's a mod that allows you to zoom in more, I'm getting that mod. Because I want to be able to see what's going on here. I'm really looking forward to when we get like a proper city, because I think that we will at some point. So, okay, keep on going. We're gonna want, oh, that pauses the game, as quickly as possible. Oh, 2 more scrap. Oh, shoot. Okay. Well, what's your output gonna be? Not scraps, apparently. But I have scraps coming. Okay, yeah. Right. We do get scraps. I remember now. So this guy will have to climb back up because, you know, this is sort of exactly what I got, so to speak. So right. As soon as this is done, I suppose we're gonna find out. What is it that you want from me? You want something, I think. That's, by the way, the tutorial for this. We're building a district. Keep a lookout for the indicator circle, which shows you how many times you still have to click for the construction to start. Yeah, we got that. When it's full, click on the tick to confirm. Yeah, got that. Right mouse button to cancel. Yeah, also got that. Available tiles are white. Click on them until the indicator circle is full. Selected tiles are yellow. Extraction of food district require resource deposit to be built. You need to begin selecting tiles from the highlighted resource deposit with the corresponding resource. For example, to build an extraction district, start from the tile with the oil deposit. Yeah, okay, all of that is fine. What is it that you're wanting to highlight for me? I don't know. There's some sort of a thing. A little bit of an icon there. I'm not 100% sure. Might be that, yes, we're supposed to do housing. I am, though, game. Thank you. So there we go. Oh, hello. Someone's talking. Huddle the camp close together. Easier to trap the warmth, says Faber Fincham. Oh, wonder. So we're gonna get those, I suppose. Yes. So Frostpunk construction wagon. Already on that, my dear sir. Yep, provide prefabs. It feels like scraps is the big thing, though. By the way, how do we get more scraps? It's just by having more people. Scraps are collected weekly, everybody provides their share. The bigger the community, the more they contribute. Cool. So you can use the take scrap actions on Wanderers, which will increase the number of scraps in your stockpile, but also worsen your relations with the Wanderers. We'll see if we have to do that. So you can also use the return scrap action, which does the opposite. Costs you scraps, but improves relations and trust. Cool. So it literally is a function of how many people we have. Right now it's only 30, and it's decreased by code still. Is it really? Ah, because of the shelter scarcity. So we kinda do want to... actually, you know what? No. We can probably do another housing district immediately. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes. Because with that... Oh, hello. So lack of prefabs, no resources for further construction. We don't have enough prefabricated components, making further construction impossible. There may be some prefabs left in one of the construction wagons. If not, we can try to salvage prefabs by demolishing one of the existing districts or hubs. Right, but that's fine. Hopefully it's enough for that one, and you're going to be done in just a few moments. So far, I mean, it's the prologue, so I should hopefully deal with the prologue without having to restart at least. So gain access to food. We established some heat and shelter for our people. We must now turn our attention to the incoming whiteout. First, we must frost break to the small patches of fertile soil suitable for growing food. Then we must store it in easily accessible hot depots. We must move quickly so no one starves. So, that means that we do need to build this thing. Because if we don't, we are not going to be able to store the food. Is that how I am gauging that? But I don't have like a food thing. So we secured our immediate survival. Now we have to stockpile as much food as we can before the whiteout forces us to take shelter. Through that we need to produce more food than our demand. And that's fine. But yeah, stockpiling, gotcha. So some resources, like materials, food, or different types of fuels, can be stockpiled. When a city runs a surplus of a resource... Okay, so we're gonna get... Okay, we'll see that potentially then. When a city runs a surplus of a resource, meaning that output is bigger than demand, the surplus goes into a stockpile. The stockpile will slowly fill up every day as long as there is storage capacity left to store. Stockpiles will be consumed whenever the demand is higher than the output of a specific resource, and stockpile is limited by your storage capacity. You can see each resource's storage capacity by hovering over it. You can expand storage capacity by building stockpile hubs. There are different types of stockpile hubs for different resources in the prologue. Only the food stockpile hub is available, sure. Besides increasing stockpile capacity, stockpile hubs provide positive area effects when built in proximity to districts that produce or requires the same resource that the hub stockpiles. Okay, so that means that as soon as we have access to this, we need 80 and 50. That's a bit annoying. Okay, I'm gonna say that this is annoying because from top to bottom here, workforce prefab scrap. From left to right, workforce scrap prefab. It's the other way around. Or rather, the other way around. It is another way around. So ideally... What are those? I mean, I can't build it in here. I need to build it here. So ideally... Okay, you know what? I'm gonna... Because we do want to get up here too. And I built this a bit stupidly, but I think I can make it work anyway. So I would like to frost break... Actually, not that one, I think, necessarily. No, I think we only need to... Hold on. Can I assume, yeah, if I'm here. Oh no! No, 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 no. Okay, okay, never mind. The blue is bad, green is good. No. No, no, blue is good. Blue is good. Blue means minus 10% work requirement, but if I don't get all three, I don't get it. But if I build it here, that's fine. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to frost break. We're going to frost break from here, because I can build it here. And then we can keep going. So we do want to be able to make more food. And, yeah. So you can come down here, which means that we get this one for another hub here. Am I getting this? So we're frost breaking over there. For the hub, we are just needing some scraps. We're going to get that in too. We do want to have some more oil. So lucky for me that I did that. Unlucky me that I screwed the first district up. Need to consider that in the future. So this is the final housing, which means that we're going to get a surplus in here. We are currently not producing. We are producing 45. So how the hell do you get to 80? I mean, I know that we're still in... the prologue, but... how can this increase? Build food districts, find food resources, etc, etc. Ooh, research and laws to keep family at bay. Ah, we haven't gotten to that yet. Gotcha. Are you done? I think you are done. So now we build this one here. Whabam. Yeah, that is a one district or one tile district, I suppose. But we are gonna want to do another food district. We need prefabs and scraps for that. Are we looking fine? We are still looking fine on oil. We are looking fine on oil. I like the new icons, they're interesting. Right, Finn and Kel, gardener, pouring sand in his hands. We've been here so many times, the soil is depleting. A couple more, and there would be no point erecting the hothouses. There would be nothing to grow food on, and the yield is so low. Either we pull emergency shifts or tighten our belts. Otherwise, there might not be enough for everyone. Right, you might not be able to fill food stockpiles without exceptional measures. Consider asking the Wanderers to tighten belts or instill emergency shifts in food districts. That's fine for now, I think, because we have access to more food over here. It's just a matter of getting the prefabs and scraps. Right now, 20. What did we need for another food? 140. I mean, 71. I think we'll be fine. Again, it's the prologue. Surely I should be able to handle this. I mean, I don't know, but we'll see. So now we can stockpile food. And we have a excess shelter too. We've gotten rid of the cold, it's diminishing. Still a bit high on that, high on this, because of course we are not getting the materials. And what is that we needed for this? It was scraps. And I think we can keep on breaking to get up to materials. Yep. We're gonna make that look a little bit... No, actually, you know what? No, we can keep going here to make sure we can get over here. That seems like a smart idea. So keep on breaking. I kind of like this so far. This is so very unlike Frostpunk 1. I like that. It's very interesting. So stockpile food. Instruct the Wanderers to tighten belts. Emergency shifts. Optional. I think I'm gonna just not do that. As soon as we get to 150 prefabs, which we should be getting to any moment now. Maybe. I can speed things up a little bit. There we go. Food district. So you, wham, bam, bam. And we can do a hub here too. Not right now, but we can do a hub, which wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. So doing that, still making a surplus, but we are making not a surplus of the old materials. So we need another 70-50. Not much, but what else? You need 20 heat. We currently do not have the ability to provide 20 heat, I think. So 2 registered as sick. So that now comes up here. Now how do we handle that? Do we see that here? Sick or injured people kind of work. The injured will rejoin the available workforce over time. At the same time, reduce disease or building hospitals is necessary to decrease the number of sick people. Right, so hospitals, yes. Now, it is the hunger, but we're doing our work there. And having Frost broken, so to speak, into there, I feel like we kind of need to... Because, like, okay... I realized that we are... Okay, so how... Why did that increase? I suppose it's just a matter of... Okay, so we can get to 120 with 60 oil, which definitely means that we do need to build on this here thing first. So, extraction district over here. You can come over there. Is there any point in being close to anything else? I don't think so. So we're gonna want more oil. That is gonna be super, super important. Because that means that... Okay, I kind of like that. That the amount of heat we get is more or less a result of how much oil we have. I'm not sure how if that is how it's gonna work going forward, but it is right now. So yeah, now we have a negative here because we just got that. But we are making a surplus of stockpiles, so we gotta get to 40,000. And we're not making a whole lot. We're not making a whole lot, but okay. We shall see. But yeah, what I could do, obviously, is a hub here. Because that lowers the amount of people needed for it. Right, against this element, Squalor. Each day the wind grows fiercer, relentlessly. It beats against our buildings, weakening our structures gust by gust. Without raw materials to repair the damage, our districts will deteriorate. The more we build, the more material we will need. This is the world we know. Okay. Yes, promise to gather more. That is 100% what we are gonna do, because I can get to that. It's just now a matter of... Kind of a matter of you. Should I try for a thingamabob? Yes. You know what? Emergency shift for you guys. That will drop our trust a little bit. So, yep, decrease by emergency shift. That's fine. Kind of want you to do that. Now, what does that mean? So that was a 25% increase. Okay, it's not the most. I wanted like a double or something. But it is what it is. Now that has gone down. Disease is absent, stable, lovely. And we're going to be getting to another distraction district over here. So there we go. And there's the material. And that does indeed get us 150 materials. We're at a negative 100. Which means that we are going to make a surplus there too. We have all the oil right now that we need. So that's all very lovely. Prefab is the most important thing though. Can I... No, I needed... what was that? 80 prefabs, sure. So, yeah, how much people are in here? It's 180, and here it's 200. So we saved 20 by having this thing. And that is... Oh, right. I see. We need to gather 40,000. That is 15,000. We need 3 of those. So you know what? We have a bunch of scraps. We are gonna frost break up to this. Don't do that. That's enough. We need 3. I'm gonna sort of vaguely assume that going up here is gonna be a smart idea. So why don't we do that? We can get even more materials over there. So yeah, there we go. Working in the old dreadnought. 4 people are done. Lovely. So far, I think I have a grip on this. Population is now again rising. Lovely. Hunger should be diminishing, yes. Squalor is growing though, but that is just a thing because of this. So let me speed time up a little bit. Okay. Ooh, there's also... Here we go. Enough materials. Good work. We're now gathering enough materials to maintain our districts. Time to focus on stockpiling food for the whiteout. Now, there isn't left alt. Okay, so left alt is this. So overlays, heating fuels, materials, food, workforce. What do you mean? 4 heating fuels, 5 materials? What do you mean 5 materials? There's 2. Don't understand. Give me 5. Ah, okay. Oh, right. Ah, right. I can. But now. And now it's just gone. Okay, I don't know. So there we go. We did that. We can now do not another food district, but we can do another stockpile. Let's, you know, be on the ball, so to speak. Let's be on the ball. We're not close to 15,000, but we're getting there. So, yep. Stockpile ready in 182 weeks. That is not good enough, is it? So we need the food district, 140 prefabs. Okay. You're working your overshift still. Okay. Okay. Well, how much better is it when we get the third one down? Hopefully enough. Right, we have some more materials. We have construction over there, but that is far up. But we are doing good on scraps. You know what? Don't relax. Keep going. Keep going. Because getting more prefabs might indeed be the ticket here, as well as some oil over here. So it's not going to be like the most huddled together city, if you know what I mean. We're going to be quite stretched. We also need to be aware of the fact that we have 340 workforce, which is what we can literally utilize. We got a little bit back now from this. Good. So now our total is, does it say here? I mean, that's the 40,000 there is literally just this, right? It's not what we can do. Or do you have a stockpile? It doesn't say. There's also food remaining. That's interesting. That is interesting. Only 10,000 remaining. So we have you, we have you, we have one down here too. And we continue to have a good amount of scraps. So build out to that. Build down to there. We can keep on going. We should do that 140. Because, yeah, we're not there. We're not going to get there at this rate. So we need to make sure that the speed, what was it, 140, right? Yes, 140. Oh, bloody hell, don't go that fast. Do we... No, we're going to go to 135, right? Oh, hello. Someone wants something. Okay. Trea Cleghorn, seamstress. And looking at her grandchildren playing. My knees ache and my fingers are so stiff I can't hold the needle anymore. I've lived a full life. It warms my heart to see little Betty and Jacob play by the evening fire. But maybe this is it. I've talked to the other elders. If it comes to it, we will go. I won't let my children starve. Some people are ready to sacrifice themselves to lower the food required. Interesting. Okay, how does one do that? Is that a thing I can even do? Not sure. Not sure. Oh, you are... Oh. No access. Oh. It's empty. Huh. Okay, we don't have more. Oh, it's only 500. Oh, we don't have the industry district either. Oh, we're not getting any. Oh, that's bad. All right, well, I can get prefabs back by doing that. Oh, that's really bad. Wait, didn't I get to this one? Yes, I did. We need to build that in a hurry. All right, good I saw that. Okay, you know what? With that little knowledge right there that happened, we need to consider that. Because, all right, how much do you have? I mean, you have plenty, you two, so I don't need to worry about that for now. But food I do need to worry about. We have 2 locations, but we need to get to 40,000. You have 9,000, you have 13, that's 22. Not even that is enough. So, before we leave, we are gonna make sure... Okay, hold on. Yeah, get to that one. Get that. Get that one. Get that. Yep, that's good. So we have access now. Because assume that, yeah, there's nothing out there for us. So with that, we do have access to everything. And obviously, yeah, same thing here. When you run out, we can get 105 prefabs back from destroying that. Okay, cool, cool, cool. How much do you have? 144,000 iron. Okay, that's gonna last us. Alright then, I think that that is a good as place as any to leave this first episode off. Am I screwed? I don't think I am. I think that we are looking fine, considering that I did catch this not too late, but we are still 125, 26 weeks short in our stockpiles, so... And we can also see that, yeah, we have warmer. Is that... Right, these are weeks now, so we're gonna come close to colder season. And exactly what does that mean? So that's the weather timeline. Heat demand. Gotcha. Right now, we have a positive of 40, so we'll see exactly how much... I suspect that that goes down to 30 then. We'll see how much that does, and obviously here it goes... It's gonna go super, 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 super cold. So okay then, we're gonna come back in the next episode. We're gonna continue this. And we're gonna see what we can do. Didn't I have... No. I was about to say, didn't I have something here too? But no, I don't. Also, I can see that, yeah, we could have gone through here. Would we have wanted to? I don't know if there's any benefit to connecting things. Doesn't seem like there's, like... Kind of like in Frostpunk, which is to say there's no transportation necessarily. But yeah, we're going to get 500 more prefabs over here, which is going to be enough to get the things that... Well, everything, really. So I suspect that this is kind of what you do in this prologue, which is that you need to be able to access every single resource. That's just it. If you don't access all the resources, you're not going to be able to do it. So, alright. Well, so far so good. So far so good. All the metrics are looking good, and the squalor is diminishing. So, at this point in time, you like me a bit. Overall trust is accepted. I could... get scraps, but on the other hand, scraps isn't really what I need. I need bloody... I mean, I could actually return things. Yeah, we could... Oh, okay. Yeah. I'll think about tightening the belts. That might be a thing that is important. And the emergency shifts for food. Because, well, here's the thing. 49 weeks. You're 30, so you're cool. You are at 42, so you're cool, which means that you're going to be done by the time we sort of hit the White House, so you do not need emergency shifts. However, the one down here that I'm doing, that might require emergency shifts, yes. Alright then, well, I have a bunch of stuff to think about, I think, maybe. I don't know, but when we come back, hopefully... we will survive the prologue and move on to the next stage, whatever that may be. For now, though, this has been ghostmutgaming with me, Christopher. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.